Now whisk your egg whites until they almost reach soft peaks. Then gently fold into the pancake mix.
Then I have some eggs. Eggs not only lend structure, they're actually going to give us a little fat and a little bit of leavening to our pancakes.
Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of Pancake University. I'm very excited to bring you guys some exciting research today. Today we're testing whether whipping your egg whites can actually make a difference in your pancake batter. Can it make you delicious pancakes? Can it make you taller pancakes, fluffier pancakes? There's only one way to find out, and that's do some research with the scientific method. So, buckle your aprons, grab your books. It's time for PU. So the first thing we're going to need to do to test this out is to get two identical pancake batters, except the second one here in our silver bowls is going to have whipped egg whites. So we're just doing a very basic batter today. In your large bowls, put a cup of AP flour, whatever flour you like, it really doesn't matter. Get a tablespoon of sugar, a half teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of soda, and a teaspoon of baking powder. This will be it for your dry ingredients. Just whisk those up. Doesn't need to be too thorough. And set those aside for now, because now we got to do the wet ingredients. So, get a cup of milk, a dash of vanilla extract, doesn't really matter. We're doing a tablespoon of any vinegar you like. I like apple cider vinegar. And 2 tablespoons of butter. Melt it real good, and if you are not trying to record like me, make sure to whisk it as you're pouring it in so it doesn't turn into a big blob that you have to break up because you're trying to record a YouTube video for the first time. So, don't forget that egg, and that will be it for the normal batter. Now for our special whisked pancake batter, we're going to separate out that egg yolk, making sure the egg whites go into a separate little bowl, and you can go ahead and plop that yolk in with the rest of the wet ingredients and get it mixed up and set it to the side. Now for the whites, we're going to beat them until we get stiff peaks. If you don't know what this looks like, you can look at my mediocre camera work of an example and get an idea. I mean, it's going to look like whipped cream. It's going to look like, it's going to have stiff peaks and look like whipped cream. Yeah, I know, right? All right. So once we got those all put together, let us add our wet ingredients to our dry ingredients. For a standard pancake batter, you can go ahead and just mix that up normally. Make sure not to mix too much. This is a common mistake making pancake batter, especially for those of you new to the craft. But you really just want to mix it up until there's not a bunch of glaring lumps in it. If there's a few lumps of flour, that's fine. No one will notice. And it's actually, if you mix it up too much, your pancakes might start to get tough, which may be another myth we'll test in the future. Let's do the same for our whipped pancake batter, except we are not adding the egg whites. Make sure to not add your egg whites until you have your batter basically ready to go. And then once the wets and the dries there, you can fold in your egg whites very gently, very slowly. Folding just, means what it says it sounds like it means. Just go ahead and plop that batter over top of it. And make sure not mix it too much, especially because that egg foam is fragile. All right, let's make our way over to the griddle. Here we got both batters. I'm already noticing somewhat of a difference between the batters, which is why I want to show these here. The whipped batter really doesn't kind of flow back on itself. Obviously its viscosity here is a bit higher than our standard batter. So that's already an interesting observation. And if I haven't mentioned yet, I'm a bit of a pessimist for this theory that whipping your egg whites will improve your pancakes. I've been around the block, I've made pancakes of both types, and I really haven't noticed a difference, which is why I'm so happy to test it today. I'm spritzing some water on the griddle here to show you what, not quite hot enough looks like. You want your water to sizzle away pretty fast once you spritz it on the griddle. All right, let's plop down some batter. On the left here, we got 4 of the whipped batter pancakes, and on the right, we got 4 standard batter pancakes. Let's go ahead and flip these bad boys, and oh boy, they're looking good today. Don't forget your baby pancakes. Those are very important. Serve those to people you love. Or if you love yourself, treat yourself. Go ahead and eat those right up whenever you like. They're one of the best parts of making pancakes. So as we flip these bad boys over, we can see they are looking mighty fine. And let's bring them out to a tray so we can see how they stack up. Sorry. Okay. Here we go. Look at these. So instantly, I hope you'll recognize what I'm recognizing, which is these look about the same size. My hypothesis, let's say, because we're scientists here at Pancake U, is that these whipped batter pancakes will not be taller in height. That's what I would consider a fluffier pancake, and everyone loves fluffier pancakes. So that's what we're shooting for. So I was trying to measure today if we can get taller pancakes and if that will imply fluffier. And here we see it's not convincing. So I thought that was kind of it for the science. I mean, stack up 4 pancakes of, equal batter on the griddle, and they're about the same size. So I decided to plate these bad boys up for some nice extra ending video and make them real pretty. YouTube likes those good thumbnails. I hope that's why you clicked here. So I'm in the process of making these pancakes pretty, and I'm like, well, of course I got to take a bite for the camera. I mean, of course. Making these beautiful pancakes, and it's hard work. Don't mind myself. And take a bite from the standard pancake here on the right. I'm like, damn, I make a mean pancake. And I take a bite of this pancake here on the left, and I'm like, wait a minute. I know I just said that this one was not fluffier, but damn, if that didn't taste fluffier. It wasn't extreme. As you can see here, I had to take a few more bites just to make sure my suspicions were correct, and it's totally not because I just wanted to devour both of these pancakes. But every bite I took, I'm like, no way. I think this left one tastes different, and I think it tastes better. So, after devouring these 2 full pancakes, don't mind me, I brought over some other pancake halves and decided to pull out the good old calipers that us scientists at PU have to measure the thickness. So here you can see we got 16.2 millimeters on a first reading for the left pancake, which is the whipped batter pancake. The right pancake, we're going to get a measurement of about 17.7. So I'm like, these pancakes vary by height from where you measure on the surface, so I better get some more measurements. On this left one, I got 16.4 for another measurement. Right one, 17.3. But then I, measure the tallest point of the whipped batter pancake, and I see 18.6, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stick with my assumptions. Not my assumptions, my measurement of the 4 stacked together to rely that they're the same height. So I'm thinking, how else can I test the fluffiness of these pancakes? And that's why I have an idea. I think, we made the same amount of batter. If these ones were really lighter, if there was less pancake here, then we should be able to make more pancakes out of the same amount of base ingredients. So we go back to the griddle, and I throw as many pancakes as I can from the remaining batter of the 2. Again, whipped batter is on the left, regular batter is on the right. And after scraping these two bowls clean, see here for proof of scraped bowls, I realize I got 3 full pancakes from the whipped batter, as well as a little baby, we'll call that, a quarter, a third of a pancake. But from the regular batter, I only got 2 regular scoops of batter. And then this last scoop was just the stuff on the bottom I had to really work to get to scrape out. And those pancakes kind of turn out like a runt pancake. I'll show you in a second. The height's definitely a lot shorter on this one. So I count it less. It's not a full pancake experience. So from my measurements, we got 7 full pancakes out of the whipped batter and only 6 full pancakes out of the regular batter. So I think an incredible twist of fate that is defying even my own expectations. I think we found out today that the whipped batter is actually fluffier, not because it makes different looking or different sized pancakes on an individual basis, but because you actually need less batter to make each pancake, which is just an epiphany for me. So shout out Gordon Ramsay. He wasn't leading us astray. And for extra proof here, we're going to go back to the good old trusty cutting board here and show you how these 2 stacks stack up. On the left here, we got the whipped batter, and immediately, you know what's happening. I think this is mostly from the runt pancake on the regular batter side. I think if you look at 2 of these pancakes, they're about the same height, kind of like we were seeing last time. But look at that third pancake on top, the third full pancake for each stack. I mean, Jesus Christ. Regular batter on the right, we're going to measure it real quick to see how thick it is. And I think 47.5 millimeters for their last 3 pancakes is a generous measurement. But we take the 3 whipped batter pancakes and we get our good measurement. And I am saying that is a measurement of about 58.3. Now, it's kind of hard to exactly measure. Again, these pancakes aren't super even, but eyeballing it in real life, I think showing you here on the visual evidence, it's about 58.3 millimeters. We might be off a few millimeters, it's not a super well-funded science program here at PU quite yet. And this isn't even counting the baby pancake. I mean, that baby pancake's got 13 more millimeters. I know it's only about a third quarter of a pancake, but you can't ignore that. That's not a bad baby pancake. And here, just to prove my point, we're measuring the rent pancake. Let's see how thick it is. I mean, in areas, it's like 12 to 14 millimeters, decently less than what we saw our other pancakes of both types. So I think that proves the point today. I think we can clearly tell that despite my pessimism, despite me not thinking we would show this, that whipped batter pancakes are actually fluffier than regular batter pancakes. And this is science, baby. So thank you all for joining me on this delicious and educational experience. I hope you stick around and attend PU further here. Make sure to like and subscribe if you'd like more videos. And I'll see y'all next time.